What's going on? YouTube is Donnie all day. So, I was talking with the great Captain Electro and Jack Wolf Knives and Captain Electro on the video for this beautiful knife that I just recently shot. This is the Exit Point by Takumi Tak. Captain Electro was like, damn, that'd be a cool knife to take with you if, like, let's say you ever had to venture off into space, right? And you had to go live and survive in space. Like, that'd be a cool knife. And I'm like, yeah, it would. I'm like, this would be a really great knife. And he said, you should shoot a video on the knife you would take, like your knife that you would take if you had to go out into space and do all that. And I'm like, damn, that sounds like a really cool video. So my first thought, I had this blade sent to me by Nathan Pierce. And this is the, Aparo pronunciation, a little tricky. But this is a Boker Plus, Aparo. And it's awesome. It's a hollow handle, survival knife, Rambo style. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know, this would be something really, really worth taking out into space. And then it came to my senses, and I started thinking this would be a great, like, just all around knife, good for, you know, a whole lot of different things. But I didn't know what kind of space are we talking. So I had to put this down and really start thinking about, if I was going into space and I was going to be a space traveler or landing in space or having a mission in space, what kind of space am I talking about? So I came to two different kinds of space, right? Well, not really three. One, you're going to have like your moon Mars voyage where you know it's desolate. There's nothing, that you're not batoning trees and things like that. And so if I was going to do like a moon voyage, that Boker Plus might be a really good knife. Really good knife to take with you to the moon. It's thick enough. The spine is jagged where I could bang up some rocks. I could dig through the soil with it. It's a good knife. If I find some kind of minerals, I could open up the handle and shove them in there and take them back with me. And this would be excellent for that. But then I started thinking, well, what about like Alien, the movie Alien? What if it's a space exploration and you're on some kind of intergalactic freighter or something, and you're traveling and all of a sudden these aliens come at you that you have to defend yourself against, and you don't know what they're made of or how it is to compromise them. What knife would I choose then? And I thought, without a doubt in my mind, my D-Bad 1918 trench knife, the D-Bad trench knife made by Croco Knives. There isn't a knife on the planet I would rather choose as a stabby defend myself from aliens knife than this one right here. I would take this in a freaking heartbeat. It's not going to get knocked out of my hand. It's double-edged, so I have good piercing ability. It has great slashing ability, both back cut and forecut. It has the knuckles that are just nasty and the skull punch. So any direction this knife is going to work, not only is it going to work, but again, it's not going to leave the hand. I don't have to worry about trying to fight this alien and all of a sudden it tail whips me and I go flying backwards. Well, guess what? The knife is still in my hand. I open up my hand all the way. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere because of all the pressure from my fingers. And I grab it, it's not going anywhere again. So if it came down to fighting an alien, I know that, and I mean, this is without question, this would be my alien's knife. Go up into space, get on a spaceship, battle some kind of cosmic critter, and survive. This 100% would be my blade, and that's not even question. I mean, I have a lot of fighting knives. I mean, I have a lot. I've designed a lot. Nothing would be more impressive for that and more versatile and work better than this guy right here. And then I started thinking about the other kind of space, habitable planets, right? And there are a ton out there of Earth-like planets. And so I started thinking, well, what happens if I get dropped off in the middle of a Earth-like planet where I don't know how far in development this planet is. There could be no people, but there could be like dinosaur-y type animals. There could be aliens, you know. Well, I'd be the alien, but I'm jumping the wall. So you never know. Or it could be completely just wide open, but somehow I would have to survive. I'd have to make fire. I'd have to make camp. I would have to find a way to survive. And I thought I would need an all-around bushcraft / machete / self-defense knife. So I would need an all-around survival knife that's like a survival to the fittest type knife. And I gotta say, another one of mine, and the reason I design knives is to design them for what I need or what I want and what I love. The D-Bad 12,000, my kukri from the kukri house. This knife I can do literally everything with. Everything. I mean, everything I can do with this knife. I got my close-up cutting. I have my slashing / chopping. I have trenching abilities. I have notching and sawing abilities. I have the ability to do with this knife pretty much anything. And anything I would need to survive, I could use this knife. And the fact that it's nice and long, it is perfectly weighted. I know as a fighting knife, as a self-defense knife, I would be very, very happy with this knife if this is the only thing I had to survive on in even here on Earth. If you drop me off in the middle of nowhere, this knife would be something I could take with me and come home with, right? I'd come home. Unless I was running away, then I'd stay out. But I'd stay out with this knife. This is definitely one of those just one-all, do-all type blades. So, Captain Electro, that was just a great idea. I'm really glad we speak sometimes. Cap's awesome. But now I need other people. I want Scab and Joe and Cap and Carl and all these guys. I want everybody out there that does these kind of things. Knife channel guys, let me know. Let me know what your space knife would be. You know what I mean? And don't be afraid to be versatile. Don't be afraid to take that one knife that you have to battle an alien with. And don't be afraid to take that one knife that you're going to end up on a Earth-like planet, something habitable that you need to find a way to survive with. This was kind of a fun video to do. And I thought when Cap said it, I was like, all right, I'm really going to have to think on this. I didn't. The answer was it was like immediate. Like I knew, all right, well, I know exactly what I would take. And my first thought was moon. Like when he said space, my first thought was moon. I thought this would be an incredible moon knife. Just incredible moon knife. But then when I thought outside the box and thought aliens and habitable, I mean, it literally took zero time for me to decide what two would be my choices. Did I design them both? Yeah. Does that make play a part in it? Kinda. I designed them to be nasty. I designed this to be an all-around, everyday use, wilderness, any kind of survival type knife. That's what I designed this for. So why wouldn't I take it? It just wouldn't make any sense not to. And this one I designed to be the greatest close quarter combat knife on the planet. And I'll tell you what, that's what I would be doing with it. So yeah, get out there, make your videos. If you want, if you can, if you know how, because I don't know if I know how. Tag me in it, and let me see what you're thinking. I'd really like to expand on that. But this thing right here, man, find me an Earth-like planet, I'll take over with this guy. All right, so that's it for this one. Short, simple, nice, easy video, but it was intriguing. Captain Electro, thank you. Don't forget to check out Captain Electro. And to you other guys, I'd like to see a video on this. All right, so that's it for this one. I am Donnie B all day. Until next video.